Yet another type of permanent tissue, that is sclerenchyma. So we have three different types of simple permanent tissues. One is parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. These are the three different types of simple permanent tissues. So this is sclerenchyma tissues. It is another type of permanent tissue, and it is the tissue which makes the plant hard and stiff. So plants stiff agi matte hard ಆಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣನೇ ಈ tissues. So we have seen the husk of a coconut, right? It is made up of sclerenchymatous tissues. ಈ fibers ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, coconut fibers or husk, so that is made up of a sclerenchymatous tissues. And the cells of these tissues are dead. Okay, so these parenchyma and collenchyma are living cells, but these sclerenchymatous cells are dead. And they have a long, so you can see they have a long and a narrow, as the walls are thickened walls ಇದೆ, but they are narrow and elongated. This is one sclerenchyma. Okay, so the walls are thickened due to the accumulation of lignin. Okay, it is lignified wall. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಗ್ನಿನ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಪೋನೆಂಟು ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದನ್ನ ಲಿಗ್ನಿಫೈಡ್ ಥಿಕ್ ವಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡೆಡ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನ್ಯಾರೋ as the walls are thickened due to this lignin. So often these cells are so thick that there is no intercellular spaces inside the cell. So this is one. So if you take a transfer section, now ಈ ತರ section ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈ sclerenchymatous ನ, so 2 or 3 will get a structure like this. So you can see there is no intercellular spaces. So this tissue is present in stems around the vascular bundles. ಈ sclerenchymatous tissues vascular bundles, for example xylem and phloem, so ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And it is also present in the veins of leaves and in the hard covering of seeds and nuts. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ಮಂಡ್ ನಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ನಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಈ ನಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೀಡ್ ಕವರಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಕವರಿಂಗ್, ಸೊ these sclerenchymatous tissues are present in that parts of the plant, and it provides the strength to the plant parts. Plants ಗೆ ಸೊ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ನ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಇದು. This is about sclerenchymatous tissues. So now we'll compare. So these do not have a definite shape, and this collenchyma and sclerenchyma have definite shape, right? And you can find so much of intercellular spaces. So less or no intercellular spaces here, no intercellular spaces. These two are living cells, and these sclerenchyma are dead cell. So these are some of the differences between parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Now we'll learn about epidermal tissue. The epidermis is usually made up of a single layer of cells. Okay, here you can find a single layer of cells, and it is present. It is the outermost layer of a plant. In some plants living in very dry habitats, the epidermis may be thicker since protection against the water loss is critical. The entire surface of a plant has an outer covering, that is this epidermis. So this is the outer covering of a plant, right? It protect all the parts of the plant, right? ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನೆಲ್ಲನು ಈ ಎಪಿಡರ್ಮಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. So epidermal cells on the aerial parts of the plant often secrete a waxy coat or a water resistance layer on the outer surface. This aids in protection against the loss of water. So this cuticle nothing but a waxy layer. It is a resistant layer on the outer surface. This aids in protection against the loss of water and a mechanical injury. Suppose if any damage occurs to the different parts, it is protected here itself. And invasion by parasitic fungi. ದಿಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಕೋಟ್ ಇದಾಗ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಕೋಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜುರಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಕೂಡ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿ ಕೋಟ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಲೋ ದ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟಿಕ್ ಫಂಗೈ ಟು ಗ್ರೋ ಆನ್ ದೀಸ್ plants. Since it has a protective role to play, cells of these epidermal tissues form a continuous layer. It is a continuous layer without intercellular spaces. In these epidermal cells, you won't find any intercellular spaces. They are continuous layer. So most of the epidermal cells, these epidermal cells are relatively flat. So these are all flat cells. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ cells ಎಲ್ಲಾನು flat ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So often their outer and side walls are thicker than the inner wall. Okay, outer wall ಮತ್ತೆ sides ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ thick ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ when compared to the inner wall of the cell. And we can here, if you take a section of a leaf, even on the leaf also these epidermal cells are present. We can observe the small pores here, and there in the epidermis of the leaf. These pores are called as stomata. So we can observe small pores here and there in the epidermis of the leaf. Epidermis ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, leaf ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಈಗ. ಸೊ ಈ ಲೀಫ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪೋರ್ಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as stomata. So stomata are enclosed by two kidney shaped cells. Here you can see so guard cells, right? So if you take idu ee tara section the leaf na tagondre, I think most of you have observed under a microscope these stomatas, right? I have showed you in the biology lab. So here you can see a kidney shaped cells. These are guard cells. So these are necessary for exchange of gases with the atmosphere. These are necessary for exchanging of gases with the atmosphere, and how they'll exchange. So during photosynthesis, so they'll exchange carbon dioxide on oxygen, and right, and one more important process is transpiration. So loss of water in the form of water vapors. It also takes place through this stomata. So stomata, it is present on the upper epidermis, right? E epidermis irattalva, e epidermis, so in between these epidermal cells these stomata will be present. So the function of stomata has a two guard cells. So the function of this guard cells, opening and closing of this stomata. So here, so the total function of a stomata is it helps in exchanging of gases, and it also helps in transpiration. Transpiration means loss of water in the form of water vapors, and it also takes place through this stomata. Epidermal cells of the roots. Okay, if you take a section of a root, and this is the epidermis, outer layer, so whose function is water absorption. So commonly it bears a root hairs, that is a long hair like parts. This will greatly increase the total absorptive surface area. Okay, it increases the surface area of absorption of water. So in some plants like desert plants, so in case of desert plants, epidermis has a thick waxy coating of cutin. Okay, cutin means it is a chemical substance which is waterproof quality. Suppose if you touch cactus, so you can feel that. So ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ waterproof ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ thick ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ on their outer surface. So can we think of a reason for this? Why they have a thick waxy coat? So it will since they are xerophytic, means the plants which are growing in a less water content area are in the desert plants. You know that in desert plants water availability for the plants is very less. So to avoid the transpiration, so they have adopted for this kind of modification. So that is they have a thick waxy cuticle. It prevents the escape of water or transpiration process. So students, here is one more doubt: is the outer layer of a branch of a tree is different from the outer layer of a young stem? Is it yes or no? No. So as the plants grow older, the outer protective tissue undergoes certain changes. Okay, plant ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so outer surface of the plant it will undergo some changes. A strip of a secondary meristem. Okay, a strip of, so this is cambium I told, no, that is secondary meristem. It is located in the cortex region. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಕಾರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ದ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಟಿಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸಸ್. ಈ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿ, so it will not have any intercellular spaces. And they also have a substances called suberin. Okay, it is also called, and it also presence of a substance called as suberin in their walls. So that makes them impervious to gases and water. Okay, suberin in their walls and it makes them impervious to gases and water. So this is about a simple permanent tissues. I hope all of you have understood. Thank you.